What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, the one, the only, Chrislevi13. Bada bing, bada boom, realest guy in the room. Oh. Let me close that. Pop out this chat. Pop out. And boom. Everybody's watching. If you're watching, give me a yes in the chat if you're watching and everything like that. Give me a second. I'm just trying to get there. The fly, it gets summer and it happens at least once or twice during the summer. A fly gets him this house that we live in and everything like that. And every once in a while it's flying around my room. I got my door shut because I'm streaming so I don't be loud to everybody else. But yeah, if it comes back over here, I'm just gonna grab that and just go bump. But let's make sure it not bothers me. But anyway, everybody, yours truly, Chrislevi13 is live with a Just Chatting stream where there will be no gameplay today unless y'all request it. Maybe, you know, I might turn the PS5 on and say, hey, let's play bada bing, bada boom. You know, this, that, or the other thing. But I might get up in a few and go get my drink out of the fridge. But I just want to kind of say a few things, you know, talk about a few things and all that jazz. What's going on with me? Kind of where my head's at, what I've been seeing in content, and then also maybe dive into what I'm seeing in WWE, AEW, stuff like that, and kind of give my predictions on how I feel certain things should go and everything like that, just to kind of spitball with you all. But if you got Twitter, go share that stream out. If you're on Twitch and you got a Prime, go ahead. It's free to use. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button. And also, I'm yours truly, Chrislevi13. Been creating content since 2012, been more actively at it since 2017, and then especially the last couple years, I've just been off and on due to things out of my control, whether it was when my mom was alive, her health, my dad's health, work, or other things that are out of my control. But we're here for a brighter future, you know. I know that there's been points in my streaming career, or career content, whether you call it a hobby, career, whatever you want to call it. Everybody has their way that they look at things, you know. Am I on the level of somebody like a Ninja or a Tim the Tap Man or Dr. Disrespect or this? No, never be. No. Am I even on a level of some of my friends, Stitch, and this, that, or maybe? Some days I am, some days I'm not. But the thing about today is me to look at myself, because I reached out to take 2 handfuls of people the other night, and I sent out positive messages and just did this, and I'm trying to take that step forward to be more positive. So let me know, how was your day? If you're watching this live, if you're watching after the fact, let me know how your day was in the comments, because I would love to see somebody say, hey, I watched the stream, and then you come back and you hit a comment, boom. You know, it'd be cool to see that, you know, and everything like that. If you know anybody in the community that you're sitting at home and you're watching it on your computer, you're watching this on a tablet, you're watching this on a phone, you know, there's a little share button, say share. Hey, buddy, you got 2 seconds. Go say hi to Chris, please. Boom. You know, you don't have to do that, but you could help somebody out. But with that being said, I'm going to check something to see how everything looks on the stream. You know, that's anything. Now, did y'all notice anything new on the stream or anything like that? Just let me know. Just letting y'all know. If y'all noticed anything new on the stream and you see it, let me know.
Mother.
The music, yes. The music is always playing at the beginning of my streams, ending my streams. I try to do that and everything like that. So what I did is I was just like, let me actually go see if there's somebody that shows how to do it. Well, most things that work with OBS work with Spotify and vice versa. And you kind of, and there's also a way that I've done before where you can go into OBS and take all your settings that you have in Streamlabs and just transfer them over if you wanted to, and everything like that. But so I looked it up right at about 5 minutes before the stream started, right? I was like, let me see if somebody does this. So I went to this guy. You go to 6klabs.com. You basically connect your Spotify to it, and everything like that. And once you connect your Spotify, then it allows you to add that to the thing. And then it gives you like a few little options where if you want to have like the album look like a circle, no album, and a couple of different layouts that you want to do for it. So that's something that I added in just to kind of so y'all can see what Streamlabs beat I'm playing, and if y'all wanted to go check out Streamlabs, or if I'm playing the other stuff that I play, like the more rockier stuff, y'all can go see what that stuff is and everything like that. And let me just do red. Let's see how the lights look now. I'm just gonna check them out. That works. And then over here we'll do red. Let's just see what's that. What I'll do here is I'll actually turn that down a little bit, and then what I'll do over here is I will boom. That should be all good, but yes, I added the music to the stream and everything like that. But if y'all like that I added the music thing to the stream and incorporate and it looks good, let me know and everything like that. And also I moved my mic over, so I should be whenever I do sit here and play games, unless I'm doing something on my computer or something like that, that I should be more centered for you all. And if everything looks good, sounds good on stream, and I look centered and all that, I'm just taking my socks off. Then let me know and everything, and then we'll go from there. But just to throw it out there, we got Stitched in the chat, who created all the art for the 90% of the art that I've ever had on my channel. I know I had Diehard Gamer Bros do stuff for, and I've made some stuff myself and all that, just and everything like that. But he made 90% of the art, so if you ever on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, look him up, and everything like that. And if you ever need the link from me, I will definitely give you how to get to his stuff and everything like that. But yeah, and everything like that. Now, with this being said, this may not be get a lot of views and all that because I'm not known as a Just Chatter. I'm known as, hey, I'm playing Fallout. Hey, I'm playing Fortnite. Hey, I'm playing Warzone. Hey, I'm playing Diablo. I'm playing some kind of something on my PS5, sometimes an Xbox, sometimes Switch, but mostly currently the PS5 since I got it, and everything like that. So that's that. But I wanted to just kind of go into the thing. So, Stitched, I just want to know, how was your day? Did you play any games? You listen to any music? You watch anything? Is there something you think I should check out? Is your art? If you got a lot of commissions you're working on, anything like that? Just spitballing it out there, bro. Asking. So if you heard any of that, go ahead and give me. I'll give you a few minutes to give an answer. But as far as my day went, I woke up about 5 o'clock, turned off my alarm clock, laid back down. Then about 5:30, 5:35, got up, got dressed, went to the bathroom, washed my face off, combed my hair back because my hair needs a haircut. So I just been combing it under my hat or beanie, and everything. So I did that. Then I went and got in the car, and then I drove down the street to the co-op, put $20 worth of gas in my car, and then did I go to the co-op? Yeah, I went to the co-op. Then I went and drove about halfway to work, then stopped somewhere, and I got was it today that I got the donuts? It was today or yesterday I got donuts, and then for breakfast, and then I went to work and everything, and then I worked in the dairy department and everything like that, and that's how that was, But just so we're all on the same page, I may repeat myself if certain people come in, but if you got a voice message from me on Discord, make sure you listen to that voice message and everything like that. But I started off this year. It's 2024. So I started off this year saying, let me make sure something. Okay, I'm sitting in the right spot. Good. So I started off 2024. I'll read your comment in just a second. When you get back, I'll read your comment. But right now, pretty much in 2024, I basically made the words of, hey, let's walk into this year. Let's make it the best year yet. Let's pay it forward. And I was doing good. I got a loan, and then I got a car. But then the car was in a month, had a wreck, and I fell to pieces. Well, I got the car pretty much fixed. All I need to do is get one corner of it lined up and everything like that, so the hood's all the way down. But it gets me to point A, point B. It gets me around town. It gets me wherever I need to go. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I can't complain, right? I can't complain. And everything like that. And my thing is this, the car situation really put a downer on me. It made me feel bad because you have this nice car. It's not perfect, obviously it's a 24-year-old car. I knew buying the car that I'd have to sink some money into the car, right? But in doing so, I kind of was like, let's do it, and everything like that. And I knew that, hey, when I got the car, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to sink some money into it, make sure all the fluids, your oil, your water, your oil, your water, all that good stuff, your oil, your water, your windshield wiper fluid, your stuff for your brakes, everything's good, right? So I do that, right? Blah blah blah, right? Car is good, right? So right now the car is good. All 4 tires on the car. I put gas in it almost every other day, or every couple days, because it's 45 minutes back and forth to work. But some days I just go straight to work and come straight home. I'm gonna try to do less of stopping somewhere. Hey, I can get fast food, It seems convenient, but it's gonna sink some money out of me too, and everything like that. But with that being said, my 2000 Ford Mustang convertible is doing good. The hood that I got on it now, all it really needs is, it doesn't look the greatest, but I can make it look better. It's just a little bit of paint and then sand it. So if I can do that, then cool, great, grand, and everything like that. And I know I got sick with a little abscess. It's not an abscess or thing or anything like that. But just talked about the car stitch. So if you ever want to go back and check that out, just talked about the car. Then I got sick in March, right? And boom, hurt me, right? It was a little thing. Thought it was a pimple, underskin pimple. Read up about it. Thought, okay, well, let's do this. And it wasn't that. It was something different. I gotta have the paperwork to really not kind of say it was what exactly it was, But something that could have got worse, and everything like that, And between that and work and everything like that, boom. And then I get back, and April's a decent month. I don't hear nothing from the hospital. I don't hear nothing from nobody. Well, obviously I got the hospital bill to pay now, and I've just got to contact them, say, hey, I can only pay so much a month, and just kind of get them to shut up, basically. I got 2 tickets within a week. It was in a short period of time. One of them, the court calls to Smith. I got my next off day. I'm gonna go up and see, make sure when the class is and everything like that. So I make sure that at work I can tell them, hey, I gotta go to this class for a speeding ticket. I need such and such day off, and everything like that. But that's that and everything like that. And then the other one, I just gotta go to it in June and see about it and everything like that. But it was both of them were accidents. The other one, the first one was I was late for work. The second one was a complete accident. Even the officer knew it, but he still had to give it to me because there was another officer around, and everything like that. But I got past that, right? And I had somebody at work. I was on break, and they set me down at break, right? Well, he didn't sit me down. We were both sitting down. He was eating his lunch. I always saw my last break for the day. And he watches Let's Make a Deal, right? And he enjoys that show because he's an older gentleman. And he was just asking me about life, how I'm doing since I was sick and all that. It's been a month, you know. I said I can't show you the spot, but it's healed up, you know. It doesn't even look like I was sick or anything like that. He said the car's doing good. You see it every day. Yeah. He said, yeah, it looks fine. It looks actually pretty cool with the black hood, you know, on the blue car, you know, and everything. And then he says, I know you said you got to have the one go. He said I went in there, small little courtroom, no bigger than this room. We all sat down. The guy that was the judge, he just said you got a ticket for blah blah blah. Did you get a ticket within the last 3 years in this county? I said no. And he said, okay, dismiss. Go in there, go to the lady in the next room, pay court costs, and go home. So that's what that was. And he said this. If you're listening, he looked at me and he said, I know you're a young gentleman and you're going through all your stuff. You know, you're getting a car, you're doing this, you're going places, you're doing things, right? Right. And I know, no, you know, he said this. He said, don't stress out. He says, 99% of people out there that drive, they get caught speeding, going too fast, going too slow, forgetting to turn on a signal, not having their tags up to date, driving. Some people I've known from when I worked at another Kroger. You know, hell, there was a guy that worked at the other Kroger. He drove perfect driver, but he got stopped one day and he finally said "fuck," and I said "what?" And he told me on when we were in the back one day. He said, "Man, I got the car, and I kept pushing up, getting insurance, you know, and it's a car that's only worth a couple $100, but man, my wife told me I only get liability on it because it's a back and forth to work car. My nice car, the full coverage car, that's that, you know, and that stuff's already paid off. It's just this is the POS that the guy gave me, and then it's something to tinker with, and yeah, and he said he looked at me and said that car you got, I know you only got liability on it because it's only worth that much money, but don't let a ticket, don't let that minor health inconvenience, don't let a minor, hey, you were driving, you didn't hit nobody else, you didn't even get stopped by a cop, hit something and you drive off, stop you, you know, you're a good, healthy young man, and you can overcome these things. Yeah, you might go on the hole a little bit financially for a few months, but you can get out of it, you know, because guess what? I said, what? What do you do every day? I said, I work. He said, no. He said, what do you do every day that every human being does or tries to do? Breathe, live. He said, both of those. He said, yeah, good. And if you're listening to this, put a 1 in the chat. He said, if you're listening to this, put a 1 in the chat. He said, every living human being, even plants and animals, we all breathe. He said, so whether you believe in God or not, you're being able to breathe every day. You're being able to live every day, right? I said, yeah. He said, you live in a place that gives you something under your feet, something over your head, yeah? You got clothes on your back, right? I said, yes, sir. He said, you got something to get you back and forth to work, yeah? You got your games to play, right? You got your music to play. Yes, you got your dad and you got your roommate, right? He said, yes, you got family that you can call, right? Yes. He said, well, then you know what? Trials and tribulations are going to come to you. Just like one day you're going to walk outside and it's going to be sunny, and the next day it's going to be foggy, and then a week from now it's going to be raining, or you know, and everything like that. And then you're going to see, one day you're going to look outside, you're going to see birds, and the next day you might see a plane. You know, and you're going to see all this stuff because the world's ever changing, because you know, we got the sun here and boom. And I was like, you're correct, sir. So he said, so just put a smile on your face, go out there and tackle what you got to tackle. So if you're listening to that and you get that, put a 1 in the chat and everything like that. But then adding on to that, I just gotta sit there and put the best foot forward. So to keep myself more in check, I want to look at myself in a handful or so of ways. You got my personal life. You got my professional life. You got me got work. You got me content-wise. You got me health-wise, and you got me spiritually, and then you got my family. So that's 7 different ways to kind of things. Personally, there's a bunch of things that I do personally, but can I try to get everything personally good? Yes. Professionally, work, can I try to make sure all that's good? Yes. Yes. Spiritually, can I make sure that my belief in God is good? Yes. Can I content wise make sure that when I post on anything like Instagram, share stories, or I'm on TikTok, whether even if I'm not sharing anything, the stuff that I like, the stuff that I enjoy, do it positively and moving forward. Yes. Friendship wise, can I make sure that I can make sure to say every once in a while, not just share a stream and share and push what I'm doing, but also, hey, I like what you did there. Hey, I may not say nothing, but go lurk in somebody's stream. Hey, share that out. Do it better with family. Make sure to say hi more to maybe family members that you don't normally say hi to, because you don't know when the next time could be your last. Not saying that the next time will be my last, or do I ever want to know that? Because even if I had, like you see in comics, movies, TV shows, the internet, you get those questions asked, would you ever want to see when you die, or see when this person dies? Never, ever, because then if I knew when I was gonna die, I'd be like, would I be questioning things? Would I be speeding up me doing this, that, or other thing? Maybe, I don't know. But that's that. So moving forward, I'm gonna try to on my phone keep a list of things, keep myself better in check. And if you ever catch my stream stitched, or somebody like Dank or Big Evil Gaming or this person, that person, I want you all to try to keep me more in check. Say, hey, didn't you say you're gonna play this game? Hey, hey, you wanna, hey, tomorrow you're gonna be doing Diablo, right? Yes. No, not saying that technically tomorrow I'm gonna be doing Diablo, but y'all know what I mean, right? Because if y'all can help pick me up, just 0.0001% of the time, then I can go out there and say, hey, do the same thing for you. I'm not saying that I won't or will or have or haven't, but just a little bit of a pay it forward thing, and everything. My terminology, they pay it forward. And thank you, Stitch, for sharing the stream out and everything like that. If you've heard any of what I said, Stitched, let me know, and then I'll continue my conversation in just mere moments as I take a sip of my water, and then I'm about to go get up and go get my soda. So if any of y'all heard what I said, YouTube, Twitch, let me know, and I will be right back in just mere moments. So what we'll do is I'll play some stream beats. We'll actually play some stream beats, play a track that I don't even know what it's going to sound like, but yeah, I'll be right back, everybody. So yeah. So with that being said, anybody still there? Anybody? Let me just do this. When I do this, I'm gonna mess with my phone less often going forward too on stream. So let me just check a few things real quick. Give me 1 second. Damn. Oh, I see how you do that. Yeah. Give me 1 second, everybody. Give me 1 second. But yeah, did you hear any of my chatting that I was doing? But yes. Oh, okay. Well, it'll be there for you to listen to. So if you're listening now, let me know and everything like that. And I'm gonna get into some other things, and I might repeat myself just once. You know. Okay, so yeah. Well, if you have to go cook, that's okay. You know, this stream will be replayable. I'm not gonna sit here and just blah 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 and just piss off my time right now. If you're listening to me, you got a headset, put it on, you know, while you're cooking or something like that. But I was just kind of saying some things. So I talked about my car, my health, the conversation I had with a fellow employee of mine, and everything like that. That about going forward. Now that I said stuff about the car, that going forward, and I talk about hey, keeping in check myself, personally, professionally, with family, with friends, with work, with home, with all that stuff that I've said to people, right? And make sure that I stay in check. Not only will I stay in check, but also I'm gonna try to use my phone. It's right there. I know I always go right there because my charger's over there next to my bed. But stay in check more means. Sorry about that. I got a stutter. It happens sometimes. So it's been like that since I was a kid. But um, keeping in check is making sure that my phone sometimes make a list of stuff, you know, and knock those things out. It's kind of like making a list of hey, wash the car, straighten up the living room, clean the house, wash the dogs. At work, do yada yada yada. You know what I mean? Kind of like a list of things. But then moving that over moves it over to YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, right? I call it Twitter, it's X, blah, blah, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's, you know, everybody has their own terminology for it now. But with that being said, going forward, as Chrislevi13, I will not say my last name on stream. If you know my last name, cool, great, grand, and everything like that. But with that being said, if y'all want to know me outside of streaming, meaning camera's not on, the game system not on, then cool, great, grand. And if you really want to know me more in depth outside streams, let me know. And maybe we can actually grow that friendship so that if I one day were to never create art, and one day Stitch doesn't create art anymore, and we're not content creators, but yet I go to where his state or his city, we can hang out. Cool. If you want that kind of friendship, then cool. I'm cool down with that. But when it comes to content right here on the YouTube, Twitch, and everything like that, I'm still, for the majority of my streams, going to try using Restream.io, so it doesn't affect my computer from what I see a whole lot. Because right now my computer is only running about 17%, and it's running between 16 and 17% as I am doing this right now with everything that I see, which I think is pretty damn cool, and all that. And I know that I've got goals that I want to hit, and I'm gonna pop them up. When it comes to YouTube, we've got a goal of getting to 1.2K right there. 1.2K, meaning 1,000 people and 200 are subscribed to the channel. Right now, to get that goal, I would like to get at least 100 more so I can know that I'm just even right at or right over 1.2K. So I can look at my channel and say, hey, I'm at 1.2K. But that means that I have to also, if I want to get 1.2, that means I also have to do what I said right here on Twitch, and that is get to 175, because I want to get to 175 and then put it to 200 and then 250 and go from there, big steps like that. But with that being said, if I want to grow this, I've got to make sure to grow this better, because if I want to grow this, I've got to make sure that grows better. But what do these two got to do? What do I got to do to grow both of these? Grow the thing that I have not said anything about that, and that is right there. Boom. Which is right in the palm of my hand on the stream right now. And that is the Vault Squad. That is the community. Because everybody, if you're Jeff Gordon, you're LeBron James. You play Yu-Gi-Oh!, you watch Dragon Ball Z. You are Stitched, you are 1UP John. You're RGT85, you're Bob Ross. You look at people that support you, and everybody's got a different eyeball. So you got a different coat or paint that you look at the world in, right? And if I'm Dr. Disrespect, what do I call the people that do it? Do I just call them fans, or do I have a catchy name? Do I have some kind of tagline or something like that? Me, I want to call my community the Vault Squad, because I think of Fallout, and I think, hey, there's a vault, and there's many vaults, right? There's Vault 13, there's Vault 777. There's vault 33, 32, 31. There's all different vaults. When you open up the vault, there's gonna be different people in there. Maybe one person, maybe multiple people. But nonetheless, there's people there, right? In that vault, right? And that's just like it was life. You see that if you go to this state or that city or this town or that village or this country or that, there's going to be different people in different walks of life everywhere. So I've got to sit there and grow those three things. But also to grow those three things, I've got to go on TikTok and be more thoughtful. Not just let's do more TikToks, even if it's a short TikTok. Hey, I saw this on Monday Night Raw, blah blah blah. Or hey, there's a song I like. And then put a positive quote pop up on screen, different things. I got to do that, and I've got to do that on Instagram as well, because you can't sit there and there is the slight chance there's people that know how to. Hey, I create so many shorts, I know how to grow there. I create so many TikToks, I know how to grow there. I create so many reels, I know how to grow there. I do so many tweets a certain way, I know how to grow there. I play so many games consistently, I know how to grow there. I play one game so much, I know how to grow there. It's kind of like a race car driver. Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Kyle Labonte, Kyle Busch, this person, that person. There's so many different people that know how to race, and then they go around the track, they go around Daytona so many times, they know that where the ins and outs are, and when a car feels this way, is loose, they know how to go into the corners. Well, if it's loose, they might go in the corner tight, real close, at the bottom. But then this car is not loose and it's more tight. Hey, it won't turn the way I need to. I need to go a little bit higher up. It's all about that. So being a better person in all aspects of my life that don't revolve around this will make when I do sit here and I pop something up and I have whatever the game's telling me to do, more flexibility and more the energy and power to beat more games, play more games, interact with you all. And if I can do that, that means I can grow that, which means like when Robert was in the stream or when Logan joined stream, more people coming in and saying, hey, I want to play Fortnite with you and maybe we could grow that, or maybe Warzone or something like that. And it won't happen overnight. It might not happen in 6 months. But if I could sit there and say, hey, I got one more new person, 2 new people, or maybe some of the people that were there in the past say, hey, I actually want to dive in and be around more, then I'm doing something positive, because to make this the best year yet, the year is not over. I've got to look at when I walk out of this room, make that life better so that when I am in this room, using any of the tools that God has allowed me to use to better myself, better you all. Because if I want to better myself, that means I have to help better Stitch. I have to help better Date Meme. I have to help better Logan or Kay or this person or that person. Because if I don't, and I'm only trying to better myself, then what's going to be happening? I make myself into a diamond. Well, if I'm a diamond and I made myself into a diamond, well, how useful is this diamond going to be if I'm only going to continue to try to make my diamond the sharpest, the prettiest, the smoothest diamond in the world? Now, if I make myself into a diamond, but it's like a diamond pickaxe, and it's got some, like on Minecraft, and it's got some notches and grooves and beatings in it, because I'm actually working, using my tools, my assets that now I have achieved to help this person, to help that person, or to say, hey, let's get a community game night and do this. Or if y'all want to jump in Discord, hey, let's jump in Discord and let's watch the Royal Rumble 2015. Let's watch the Edge's retirement speech. Blah blah blah. Edge's return. AJ Styles and TNA. Blah blah blah. Wrestling related stuff. Cool, great, grand. And there's a lot of things that I would like to do, but it's the fact that I've got to do so much myself to do those things. And if I make everything outside of this good, meaning I make sure that I sleep enough, eat well, work well, family well, physical, mental, spiritually well, family well, room well, dogs well, house well, community in the neighborhood well, work and the people who work there well, then something should come out of that, right? But if y'all enjoy that and want to see all that grow and are on board with all that, give me an emote in the chat right now. Give me a heart, a smiley face, something in the chat. Or spam those hearts for me, on the side. Solange, if you're still here, say something and I will let you know how's it going. Sorry, I was just in my little talk, so I didn't see your thing. So, yes. If you enjoyed that, now that I know Stitch saw it, Stitch, if you enjoyed that and are on board with that, put a 1 in the chat. And if Solange, you're on board with what I just said, put a 1 in the chat. Now, with that being said, I can look right here. And I know that I want to, in some way, shape, or form, one day, play Fire Emblem three houses again on stream and go through a different house than what I did previously, There's Lego Harry Potter that eventually I probably want to play a handful of times on stream, see how that game gets farther down into it. And there's some stuff, there's a lot of things in my backlog still, there that I still want to get through. But if both y'all enjoyed or are on board with what I've said so far on stream, give me a 1. And everything like that. And Solange, I'm doing good. There's some things that monetarily wise that I put myself in these holes that are gonna put me bigger in the hole. But if I'm in this hole, theoretically, people say, oh, you put yourself in a hole, you gotta dig yourself out. Well, if I'm in this hole and I gotta dig myself out, I better make sure that I tell that mug is telling me to dig myself out, hey, throw me a shovel, because if I'm not gonna be the person trying to dig out of this hole by hand, I may be able to eventually, but how much harder will it be and hurt myself and longer will it take me to dig out? I need to get that shovel and say, hey, you going to do that? And they throw that shovel and I'm like, okay, dig. Throw dirt out this way, kind of like in Holes. The movie Holes, one of my favorite top 15 movies, top 20. Holes. Shia LaBeouf and everything like that. Dig myself out of things. You can't just throw the dirt out this way. Why don't I dig and throw some dirt up under my feet, and then I can stand on that dirt, and then I can eventually crawl out of the hole and say, hey, I'm out of this hole. Let's keep the shovel in storage, so if I ever need it again, I know where it's to access that hole, so if I start seeing myself get in a hole, we can get it out of there, and everything like that. But remember, if you need to go back in the stream, I talked about my car, my health, some other things. This stream will stay up for everybody to come back and watch. And they're not saying that I'm getting out of here, but yeah. And also, if you like that feature that I got of the little music playing in the corner, let me know that as well. Because look, it's right there. That's what I'm playing in the track that I'm playing on Spotify. Yo. What's up, Gen X? So, Gen X is theoretically, this is a Just Shining stream. I talked about my car. I talked about some positive things that I'm doing in life to better myself and do all these different things, make sure life's better, because I got to keep myself accountable. Make sure that personally, professionally, family, friends, home, work, content, physically, spiritually, all that good stuff is good, because that's the kind of thing you got to do, If holding yourself accountable is making a list of, hey, I made a list on my phone of, hey, what do I need to do around this house? This is some things that are projects that are actually need to be done around the house. Hey, hey, before too late in the summer, make the dog's pen back there bigger for the dog. So we, number one, hey, number two, clean out the shed. Number three, clean out the front room. Anything we don't need up there since my mom passed away, take and put in the back room. Everything we want up there, keep up there, and everything like that. Boom, boom, boom. And everything like that, because you got to hold yourself accountable, And also holding yourself accountable is not just saying it in words, because the best liars in the world can sit there and get on camera and talk out their ass and sound like they're trying to sell, The best talkers in the world are the ones that you hear that can sit there and say, hey, guess what? What? I just sold ice to Eskimos. I don't really like that terminology, but you know what I mean. I just sold arrows to Native Americans. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, kind of thing. So I don't want to sit there and be like, hey, I'm just a talker that sold this, and I actually never have no ice. I just sit there and and do. You know what I mean? So be the best foot forward. Everything like that. And I know that all that car stuff and all that stuff, if you want to put this stream on replay while you're exercising, you're riding your car, you're doing something, you want to rewatch it, cool, great, grand. And if I stumbled or repeated myself anywhere throughout this stream, I do apologize. I have the stutter problem, I have the repeating myself problem, and certain things I do have to repeat. Now, if there's any questions you want to ask me, anybody's in the chat, ask me. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're on Twitch, you're not using your Prime sub, you can use it on my channel. If you want to, you want to share the stream out, go to Twitter, share it out. Go to Facebook, share it out. Tell your mom, hey, he's live. Tell your friend, boom. If you got any questions or anything you want to ask, go ask questions. So Solange, Stitch, Gen X want to ask me any questions? Cool. I know that I've sprinkled it in my streams. I know I've sprinkled it in here. Hey, I saw this on Monday Night Raw. Hey, I saw this on SmackDown. Hey, I saw this here, and everything like that. But going forward, whenever I watch Raw, say I watch Monday Night Raw tonight, when I get off stream, I go make me dinner and watch Monday Night Raw, right? Well, if I watch the full episode of Monday Night Raw, and then I do my usual, go to pop up Fightful Select and watch and listen to Son Ross and Denise Salcedo review Raw, and then, well, you know what? If I do that, then I say, hey, I stream on Tuesday night. If I do stream tomorrow night, then why don't I sit there, hey, while I'm playing, say, theoretically, Fortnite, hey, everybody, tonight while I play Fortnite, I just want to talk about my thoughts on last night's Raw. And then people come in the stream and like, why are they talking wrestling? And then you kind of get the person in there and like, oh, if he watches a wrestling thing, he's going to sit there and give his thoughts and his commentary on the wrestling while he's playing the game, because he will talk about the game he's playing. He will interact with me, the viewer, but he's also going to let you know that, hey, I saw this at SmackDown, and then people were like, oh, he likes wrestling? I like wrestling. I like his thoughts on wrestling. And then maybe you might get somebody come there, can you do a stream just talking wrestling? Then in the future we may do a stream just talking wrestling, And then y'all might hear me in a few stream, and I might make a thumbnail and say top 10 favorite wrestlers, and then I kind of get a list of my top 10 favorite wrestlers, and then I go hit that live button, and I'm like, hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13, and today on the stream we're gonna be talking about my 10 favorite wrestlers and why. And then I have my list up on my phone or something like that, and I say we're gonna start with number 10 and then go to 1. So and then I kind of go boom into it. And those would be different things that I could do if I grow into that. But if y'all suggested it right now, I can sit there and say, well, maybe you work on that. And it might not happen in a week or two, but it's something you could work on. You know what I mean, everybody? Jelly bean? Because I actually want to do that a little better. And then if I do that right, and y'all keep me accountable, I can sit there and say, you know what? Why don't I take the part where I talk about my second favorite wrestler? I talked about it for 2 minutes. Clip that part out, make that a little video, put it on the channel. My top 10 favorite wrestlers, number 2. And then kind of promoted that to where people want to see the whole list. They come over to the stream, They see me chatting with people, and then they kind of, hey, let me just do boom, 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 boom to this part. Kind of, you know what I mean? If y'all are on board with that, give me a one, a one, a one, a one in the chat if you're on board with that. I'm gonna stop rambling a whole lot and just let y'all give y'all a moment to respond. Okay, the last thing I need to do is check something. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to look somebody's channel up. But everybody, with that being said, I'm really enjoying what AEW is doing. They just got to get how they tell the stories. Not saying they're not telling stories, but how they tell the stories a little bit better. But I do like where they're going with Tony Storm and Serena Deeb. I do really like the TBS storyline. The TNT stuff with with the Black House of Black and Adam Copeland. I like that a whole lot, but there's some things that could be a little bit better about that. That Will Ospreay and Undisputed Era thing could be better. But yes, let me. You know what? Let me go on my computer and look this up real quick, everybody. Give me 1 moment. But if y'all got any questions or anything you'd like to ask, go ahead. I know some people might be making dinner, doing other things. Please give me a moment. I am actually gonna go do something. I'm trying to look for a channel. No, come on. So okay, so give me a second. I'm trying to look for a channel, so you might take me a second. But if everybody, but let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. If you're here watching, I'm looking for somebody's channel real quick that I haven't heard from in a while, so I'm just trying to see if they're still making content and everything like that. And I just gotta go through my subscriptions and everything like that to find it. But hopefully y'all are doing good. We've been talking about the like life where I'm at, blah blah blah, and stuff like that, and being more detailed, not telling everything that's going on with me, but enough to let y'all know, hey, this is where he's at, you know. And I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me and everything like that. Later this week, we will be doing some more Diablo 2 with Robert. Well, you know, might be Wednesday, but it all depends. I don't know tomorrow night whenever I get off of work what I feel like doing, what I'm capable of doing. But also, I don't know, it'll be easier once I get a few things done and everything like that. And everything like that. But with that being said, I want to say it's always fun to have these streams where you just talk and everything like that to people. You know, you never know what's gonna happen today, tomorrow, the next day, and just kind of like being creative and just letting your being able to use this as a creative outlet really means a lot to me because as somebody who failed a year of school, who has a stuttering problem, that stutters sometimes, gets nervous still to this day, even if I know somebody and work with somebody every day. I still have parts of me that get nervous around people, you know, and everything like that. You know, it's cool that I have this platform for talk to people, you know, and everything like that, you know. And I appreciate every single one of you all, you know, whether you've been here a week or you've been here 10 years that I've, 12 years that I've been around and everything like that, you know. Because life's not promised, you know, nothing's promised to us, you know. So if life allows me to do this, you know, then I should smile and be like, hey, I'm grateful that I've got to have the existence that I have. You know what I mean? And everything like that. But with that being said, there we go. But everybody's here and gave me a like. I want to say I appreciate that like. I appreciate that like. But if you stuck around with me, another thing that I wanted to let y'all know is that if at the end of streams, we're going to sometimes choose YouTube, we're going to sometimes choose Twitch. But if y'all could help me every once in a while, try to raid somebody. Meaning if I'm playing right now and I go look and I say, hey, tonight, YouTube. And I say, let's go to my YouTube subscriptions. Who's live? And we go raid somebody and try to send one person YouTube. You know, even if it's, hey, come off your Twitch, go to YouTube, go to this person and raid. Same thing with Twitch. And if I raid somebody on Twitch and we're live on YouTube and Twitch, I will share the stream on YouTube and on Twitch just to make sure people know. And then we'll go raid the person, you know. But I want to do bigger, better things, more progressive things, and be better, not just for myself, but for you all. You know, and everything like that, because tomorrow's not promised. So make the best out of everything that we got, you know. But if you've enjoyed this, then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And everything like that. I appreciate you all. And I will see you all later. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the new stuff on streams and everything like that. Cool, Graham. And everything like that. I appreciate that. Keep your head up. I'll keep my head up. Gonna go make me some food and chill, do some wrestling on that big 40-inch right there. Anyway, I love you all and everything like that. If you enjoyed this stream, I'm going to keep the music up long enough to let y'all reply. But if you enjoyed this stream and you want to watch the whole stream, give me a emote in the chat. Emote in the chat if you're going to watch the whole stream. Also, if you enjoyed this stream and enjoyed this just chatting, me doing this, and in the future, we'll have some focused around different topics in addition to the gaming, and you're ready for that future, then give me a 1 in the chat. So emote if you're gonna watch this whole stream, and a 1 if you're gonna enjoy where we're going, and me being the person I am and being accountable for myself, not just doing it and getting where, hey, I stream and then I'm hyped in the stream for 30 minutes, and then an hour later, oh, hey everybody, and then die. You know, be a good person from our 1 second to 5 hours into the stream. If I start doing ever did a 5-hour stream, you know. But anyway, y'all heard me. Emote if you're gonna watch the whole stream. 1 if you enjoyed what I was talking about and everything like that and everything, and y'all ready for the future. After I play the music, let's go. And if y'all like the music as well, put music in the chat. And go. And remember, everybody, do the biggest favor on that is stay awesome. Thank you, Stitch, and I will be doing Diablos later this week. We got Diablo coming later this week, and I may either pick Fortnite or Helldivers and do some more of that. If I do Fortnite, it will be grinding in the Lego Fortnite stuff so that I can build more in that world that I start to build a car in and everything like that. But with that being said, so Helldivers, Fortnite, Diablo this week. If y'all are up for that, cool, great, grand, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay awesome.